I am currently 2 days out from the biggest day of my life, which forced me to travel halfway around the world just 9 weeks out from the biggest show of my life. Now, how am I gonna stay on track? I'm not. But let me explain.
I thought I told you there's no controller in my system, baby. A rock and roller. Yeah, you can never blur my lines. Ain't got no quota. Just find me in the sky. Place your bets. Yeah, don't you worry about a thing. I got next. Just like a lightning in the
There's no secret that bodybuilding, traveling, and especially being on a bodybuilding prep don't typically work hand in hand. Now, can you do it? Yes. There's been multiple different occasions in my career that I've been forced to travel and stay on plan. But it's something about my wedding week that I didn't want to miss out on moments. I didn't want to miss out on potential opportunities to look back on and simply be mad at myself for not living in the moments, even if the moments forced me to not be 100% on plan. So what plan did we devise in order for me to be in a good position to strike when we get back? We got on a FaceTime call 24 weeks out, and we came to an agreement that moments like this shouldn't be missed. And hopefully you get married once in your life. And with that, we decided to push early. So at 24 weeks out, rather than stabilizing, keeping food higher, we began to push. We were in a good position, muscle-wise, to begin to push into the show. And that's what we did. So out of the gate, started cardio a little bit higher. And then from there, we were able to lose a good amount of body fat early on in order to put myself in a better position later to enjoy not only the fruits of my labor, but the fruits of my love and the fruits of good relationship and good family and good friends and being in one of the most beautiful countries in the world. It's hard to beat views like this. Right now, we are chowing down on, I don't know how many eggs. I don't know how many egg whites, but I asked him for a combination of both, and this is what we have in front of us. Superset it with properly caffeinated coffee. Again, some of the most authentic coffee that I've ever had in my life. Wawa still reigns supreme, but overall, it's hard to beat this. You know, this is something where I wanted to make sure that I'm taking my time, I'm not overthinking the process, I'm enjoying it, and eating good, with a smile on my face, of course. 9 weeks out, but these are moments in life here that I want to make sure that I hold and seize, because there's not many opportunities in life to wake up to this.
84 kilos.
84?
Oh, 84.
Still looking good though? You're still looking good?
84.
I'm gonna send you one of my workout programs.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and now I don't eat well. I lost many kilos.
Nah, man, you still look good. Still look good. I literally felt like I was doing a drug deal. Only cash. They had me feel like I was signing my life away. Not only that, like they didn't speak English at all. And it was like in a back room, sit down on a weird little casting couch. It was so weird. Greece is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. Not only are they known for their most scenic views, but they're also known for their amazing food options. Take it from me, we had some fun this week. I put the food scale away and I broke out the weight scale to try to make sure that my days weren't getting too far ahead of me. So every morning I would weigh myself and see where I was. And the craziest part was, for the first few days, my weight was extremely stable, and then it actually dropped. And honestly, I started getting in my head then thinking, okay, I don't want to undereat with the fear of potentially gaining. If anything, going home, I would actually rather be up on the scale rather than being down, because we still have 9 weeks to push in order to make sure we get to where we need to get to efficiently without sacrificing tissue long term. So throughout the week, my food began to get a little bit more free. Earlier in the week, we went to the grocery store. We prioritized protein, good carbs. Even though it might have been different from my structured meal plan, the goal was to try to have a few things in my day-to-day that my body was already familiar with. Now, when it comes to structured meal plan, it's definitely not easy, simply due to the fact that your body learns how to digest those foods and not the abundance of opportunities and variety that you may have with an If It Fits Your Macro plan. Now, there's a lot of efficiency with that, but because of that, there could be inefficiency when you're not eating on that structured meal plan. Now, luckily, we didn't have to force and face any of those circumstances, simply due to the fact that we were getting consistent refeeds leading into it, and that also led with part of the decision we had coming into the show. We would push hard, utilize refeeds, and not only did that keep my metabolism firing, but what it also did was teach my body on actually how to digest and break down different foods than it was necessarily used to. So what are we doing right now? Our main focus here is to make sure that we're actually enjoying moments, and while at the same breath making sure that we're not getting too far away from our goal. So we're eating good, we have a smile on our face, and we're staying within striking distance, so when we get back, there's no gray area. 10.5 at this time out last year. At the Olympian. That's what I'm saying. Like, and right now, like, if you did a breakdown compared to my previous game, you said right now I'm on track to be 4.9, which is the lowest at Miami. The leanest I've ever been was 5.5.
That is so good you're consistent with the way you do it.
Oh, bro, I do it every 6 weeks.
I was supposed to do that, huh?
Bro,
I forgot.
It takes so much thinking out of it for you.
One time for the misfits. Through the doors open on the highway, I promise you don't want to miss this. They say the good die young, but this is gonna be a long one. I'm brushing the dust off, took the high road for the trust fall, and I'm feeling unlimited. Starting up finishing. Yeah, how can I stop? I'm feeling unlimited. Yeah, they don't know what they're dealing with. Feeling infinite, man, I'm too unlimited. I'm too unlimited. I am unlimited. Yeah,
Who needs food when you have more free?
Code Alex at checkout.
Off to the races, just finished lacing the laces. They need a little persuasion. It's not a one-time occasion. Look, mama, now I made it. Hard work, dedication. From the bottom to the top, love for all y'all saws elevation. Hey, I'm pushing the button. I see you up at the summit. I'm in my warrior stance. They got a pilot to tell them to run it.
I'm so hungry right now. The only thing I've been craving is chicken and rice, the way that I make it. And your boy brought his own sauces and seasonings. But right now, we're about to head to the market and get some food, because all I've been craving right now, after a few days of eating bullshit, is chicken and rice.
Come on now, ready, let's go. We turn it up into the roof and shake it. We bout to do the show.
When you're traveling to different countries, it's important to use your context clues. Not everything on MyFitnessPal comes up, so you gotta try to figure out what protein, carbs, and fats mean, and then you gotta use it for everything else when you're looking through it. Like, I have no idea. I have no idea how to read this stuff. I have never seen barbecue rice cakes before. Now, this is a positive about traveling to another country. You're gonna literally have the opportunity to try things you have never tried in your entire life. But I can't read half of it, so it's another issue. For all of this stuff, we have packets of rice, bread, rice cakes, pasta, bananas, eggs. Just this alone back home would cost you $47. All of this chicken only cost $70. $70 for an entire haul, which is gonna last us, well, it'll last us
probably 2 days. But if you want to be a bodybuilder, I'm telling you now, save some money, spend a lot of money to get down here, but it's worth it. From the USA, baby. All right, so for this meal, because I'm about to pass out, I need to make something fast as possible. So we have 3 whole eggs going down, and then I'm about to make 4 pieces of toast. And this is my post-workout meal. Now, typically it'd be chicken and rice, but on the go, I'm only eating roughly 3-4 meals max, typically 3 meals per day right now. So I have to make sure they're jam-packed, and then always make sure I leave some room for the last meal of the day, which typically is like a dinner out with some of the groomsmen or just the entire wedding party in itself. But I'm so hungry right now. Me and Juan just hiked up practically an entire mountain to get here, and my traps are burning. We're carrying groceries, waters. I'm telling you, I just did extra cardio right now. So Nick, if you're watching this, the amount of cardio I have done is insane. Right now, what is it? Christian, what time is it?
3.
It's 3 o'clock. We hit 11K steps. And I hit like the last 2K steps, like walking up this mountain. Oh, taste American.
So we've had some of the most amazing meals we've ever had in my life. And not only that, your boy drank for the first time in a very, very, very long time. The last time you guys saw me drink was actually just before stepping on stage when we took those shots to help dry out prior to. And it's safe to say those 2 shots got me drunk, so I want you to imagine it didn't take that many shots just to get your boy drunk. And it's funny because we actually had our bachelor party, or at least my bachelor party, just before the wedding, and it almost felt like a hangover moment because your boy crashed, almost missed a rehearsal dinner. And honestly, it was just these moments that I don't want to miss, man. And honestly, I'm just happy. I'm happy that I was able to be in a moment like this without sacrificing my mental, because to be honest, it's not easy being a bodybuilder. Balance, there's times that it's overrated. And I'm a firm believer in that. I'm a firm believer that in order to be and reach the goals that I want in my life, I want to be the best men's physique athlete in the world, a high level of sacrifice is going to be needed. But I'm not willing to sacrifice my wedding. I'm not willing to sacrifice these memories. And that's just the reality. And that's going to make me better, and I know that. So, again, this week, these moments are ones that I'm always going to remember. And with planning, with making sure that you're still controlling variables where and when you can, when you're doing and handling situations like this, I'm a firm believer in that's going to be potentially springboards you to a better version of yourself, which is going to lead you to a better version of yourself come stage time.
Oh,
Everyone,
cheers.
guys.
Cheers.
Congratulations.
I appreciate you guys more than you know. Thank you for coming.
Cheers. Love you guys. Cheers.
Thank you.
Be careful, it might be cold.
Okay, thank you.
We're being smart here. Grilled chicken. That wasn't that smart.
Literally.
And then carb source, pita bread. And we're not eating the fries. Keeping the fats a little bit lower, saving the fries for what's coming after this meal.
You were telling me it was like
I know how to use
All right, guys. Final stop of the day. We have. Shut up.
The happiness level's here, bro. And I can see it. I'm so happy for you.
Dude, I haven't had this in so long. All right, guys. So we have 1 McChicken and a cheeseburger. Now, I've heard a lot of crazy things about McDonald's all over the country. Now, to be honest, looking at it, it doesn't look anything spectacular or gourmet, but I know it's still gonna hit the spot. So first test. Fries, fresh, crunchy, perfectly salted. But this is where like the real test comes in.
I don't know if this is because it's prep brain right now.
I'm like salivating. I'm salivating.
Yeah, this is so good.
I feel weird watching you this salivate.
Have you ever had like an orgasm before? It's like that. See the white? Oh, I had to cut that.
That was a dolly zoom too.